Hello, Internet, and welcome back to the 30-day video game music challenge, hard mode, where I, Demogen, am trying not to repeat games and struggling more and more as I go on, as we have hit day 16. We are over halfway through, and today on day 16, we are looking at 16-bit music. I feel like they missed a chance by doing 8-bit music on day 3 rather than day 8. But whatever. We're doing 16-bit music today, and I can't say I struggled too much with this one. And you'll see why as we go through. The game, the piece of music that I wanted to put here on this list was Aria di Mezzo Carattere, the opera scene from Final Fantasy VI. But I can't do that because I've used it elsewhere in my list. There are a lot of really, really good versions of the aria, the opera scene from Final Fantasy VI. The recent playthrough that I have done, I think... In fact, by the time this episode goes live, I know that all of the FF6 videos will be out. So the version in the kind of remastered, remixed kind of version of the game that I played will be available for you to watch, and I'll link that up in the corner so that you can go and watch one of my favorite pieces of video game music ever. But keep in mind that that's not actually the original 16-bit version. The original 16-bit version, however, is still really, really good, considering it was done on a SNES. Let's take a little bit of a listen to it. Just waiting for them to start singing. Now, keep in mind, this is done on a SNES. I don't think there's really anything that... any kind of triumph that Uematsu has had in his career more, I think, than getting an opera scene working on the SNES hardware. Just a massive technical accomplishment, and it's no wonder that Final Fantasy VI is my top full numbered game in the series. Even now, having just replayed it, it's so good. It's so good. But it's not my favorite piece of 16-bit music. That goes to this. I assume most people recognize this. And if you don't recognize this, you have missed out on playing one of my favorite video games of all time. This is, of course, the title theme from Super Metroid. It is all dread. It's sci-fi, action, exploration, adventure, isolation. So ominous, repetitive, and low-key, and danger around every corner as you, in your power suit, armed only with your wits and agility, make your way through Planet Zibus and encounter various things along the way that I'm not going to spoil for you, because if you haven't played Super Metroid, turn the video off now, go find a copy of it, play it, love it as I do. To be fair, it's a little bit clunky at times these days, especially when the grappling beam is involved, but there's a reason why it is a classic. And it's very, very repetitive, this theme tune. Realistically, it's the start. It's the start of that piece of music that sets the tone for the entire game so very, very successfully. Now, Super Metroid creates this brilliant feeling of dread as the game progresses, and the musical cues, or lack of music in a couple of areas, are what helps achieve that feeling of isolation. And that's why it's my favourite piece of 16-bit music. It set me up for a certain type of adventure that the rest of the game almost perfectly delivered on. Well done to the composer of that, whose name I've actually written down somewhere, haven't I? Yeah, Kenji Yamamoto did all the music, I believe, for Super Metroid, and that is a stonker. Well done. Well done. So that is my favourite piece of 16-bit music. What is yours? Let me know down in the comment below. There are a lot of 16-bit games that either I haven't played or don't remember playing due to not having any memories from before I'm 25. So let me know. I know there are a lot of RPGs and stuff, a lot of really kind of good games from that era. I just don't remember any of them. I've probably listened to more updated versions of the soundtrack from a lot of 16-bit games and not realised it. That's just how I roll. Until next time, folks, thank you very much for joining me for day 16. See you tomorrow for day 17, music I never get tired of. This was a tricky one. Find out what it was. Is grammar tomorrow. Stay safe out there. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.